Hello, hello. Welcome to Bunny Love 444. This is the Divine Feminine, Divine Masculine messages from heaven for our fire signs, which are Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. A lot has been shown here on this one so far while I took that little hour away. We'll wait for people to get in here because I said an hour, about 4 o'clock Central Standard Time. So get this up here quick. All right, now that we got that on there. Okay, so again, it kind of started off. So with the fire signs, we have the fire that represents the passion. We also use the rosemary incense for the feng shui, because this is all about the courage, the strength, the vitality, spiritual cleansing, having that faith, that love. Um, they're saying clarity for a confused mind. To have that love and that remembrance of our kindred loved ones. Okay. Um, yeah, and gaining clarity on certain things that you didn't know, that you didn't know. Um, woo. All right, we'll wait for people to get in here. And in the meantime, we are going to light the rosemary because this is gaining clarity on our thoughts. This is remembrance of our loved ones. This is spiritual cleansing that they are giving us to a greater healing. I don't know. This gentleman just came through and said, tell her to go to the hospital. I think it's her gallbladder. Okay, so you're having some issues and some pain on your right side under your rib cage. They're saying go to the doctor. They think it's your gallbladder. That's your kindred loved one coming through. So we lit the rosemary. We got the white sage. This is holy blessed white sage. We've got the white sage. We've got the cedar, the sandalwood, the juniper, and the palo santo. Okay. We have the water conduit. We have the copper conduit with the chakras. We have the feng shui of the plants for the earth signs. We have fire for the fire signs. Okay. And we're going to get clarity with the eagle feather, or see things from a different perspective with the eagle feather, and clarity from the hawk feather. Okay. Oh, Palo Santos, they said. And after this video, we will do the air signs. There's a lot coming forward. A lot to be said here for the Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. I'm hearing that somebody who was a Sagittarius born November 17th just went through a massive breakup from cheating on your partner. And just know that your kindred loved one is disgusted because they didn't think that you would ever do such thing. But they said that it's the age difference. It was to be expected because Sagittarius don't like to be tied down in any way, shape, or form. It usually takes them 4 long-term relationships before they will actually be in like a committed relationship where they truly open up to love. So for whoever that resonates. Yeah, I'm hearing because the Sagittarius was with an Aquarius, which Aquarius can be the ones that don't like to romantically be committed, okay? Aquarius is all about change. So how that's tying in with the fire signs right now, I don't know, but we'll get things going here. As long as I ain't burning stuff down. Just kidding. Okay, so we have Aries is known. I'm hearing Aries is known for the ultimate leader that they are. Very stubborn, very set in their ways. Okay. Um, I'm hearing the Leos are very sassy at times, but they're very strong. Take it how it resonates. And the Sagittarius, um they like to sort things out themselves. They don't like anybody trying to help them. They're very introverted, I'm hearing. They're very conservative when it comes to their feelings. They like to hide it. They're very intelligent and very compassionate. But this one Sagittarius that this kindred loved one is coming through and saying is she had such a great thing. I'm hearing she had such a great thing with an Aquarius, but she decided to falter and step out in the relationship, lie, cheat, steal. It's almost like a self-destruct. Okay. And with that, they're also showing me, ooh, okay, so hold on. Okay, so somebody right there was very triggered that I even brought that up because they wanted it to be hidden. Okay, so this could be somebody who is very popular, um, that this message is going for. So take it how it resonates. But okay, so again, 313 is coming up. And 313 is broken down to the God force, and the God force is saying, the power of instinct and self assurance is very important. But then they show me 322 as the master teacher is showing you about your stability and your foundation, that he is supporting you on your spiritual path, and that is also broken down to a 7. So between the readings that I've done between the earth signs and now the fire signs, you might be seeing 777. Okay, this is saying that you need to have a peace of mind and be in that contentment of being in touch with your inner self, because with that, it is saying what you want, what you need on your journey is all going to depend on you having this new huge beginning. Are you going to change these cycles, or are you going to keep going down the same way? So that's very important for somebody. Okay, now we're going to get some messages coming through here because I have some people that are trying to come through. Hmm. Okay, I have an uncle coming through. An uncle saying, "Nephew, I see what you've been doing. You're amazing. Keep going. Don't let your PTSD get in the way." Well, that's weird. So I'm hearing very choked up right now. I'm also hearing that, okay. I'm also hearing that there was a Sagittarius during this time frame. They were being shown things because there was a huge age gap, which age doesn't matter. God saying age doesn't matter, when it comes to the true unconditional love. I mean, but society says it matters. But there was a big, huge age gap. Okay. And this uncle is saying, listen, you only wanted to be with her so you could control how you wanted things to go. And it didn't work out because now you had a mess, and he's getting choked up. You had a massive heartbreak after 8 years, I'm hearing. After 8 years, a massive breakup. There's another gentleman coming in, and this divine masculine is talking something about he's seen. How is he related? Oh, he's not. Okay, okay. So this was a mutual friend, and this guy who was a truck driver lost this mutual friend. But a year ago, he totaled his truck, but he survived because God has a purpose for him. God has a mission for him, and he wants him to be able to take that mission. Okay? So for whoever that resonates with, oofda. Yeah, there's a lot of messages coming out. I'm hearing for whoever this resonates, there's a divine feminine coming out or a motherly figure. She could be a grandma to you. Take it how it resonates. But she's saying that you were always so good and so talented in the skill of music, but there's something about your potential. You started seeing something else with your potential, and that is going to be your next step. So it's time to step into um whatever potential she was saying. It has to do something with you directing, because you're a true leader. She said you're a true leader. And she said that I'm only stepping in and saying that right now because you were with the Sagittarius. So this is an Aquarius that she said she's talking about. Okay. Hmm. I'm hearing another man come through, and he's saying that he's been gone for 30 some years. But he's coming through saying that it still makes him feel bad that his kids walked in to him peacefully being gone in his sleep. But they've come so far. They've come so far. There's another elderly, and I'm talking, he's saying he's 87. He's coming through and saying that for the longest time he was a loner. He thought that after, his wife had passed, that there would be something that came through, and he's finding out that, or he said that it never came through. And so he put a lot of time into genealogy to find out, he wanted to know more about the family. And there's a married couple coming through. I'm hearing he passed away. Okay. No family barely came to see him, but he passed away, and she passed away from the broken heart. So they both are earthbound, stuck in that house by the railroad tracks. They're telling me by the railroad tracks. Hmm. You're going to have to be more specific. Okay, so something about this gentleman's coming in and saying, listen, we're still waiting for justice. for the one who hit my daughter in the crosswalk, who was speeding in the crosswalk or by the crosswalk, and he's showing me when she got hit, she flipped up and over, and all these cars kept passing by and saw her laying there and nobody stopped. And he's still bothered by that because the justice of this person is still out there. And he says that he sees this person all the time, but it's not up to him. He can't spiritually, he can't do anything. Mm, yeah, and this woman, I'm hearing this woman used to heal a lot of people and be a good service to humanity, but everybody judged her. Everybody saw her a different way, and she's saying that she has made it known. Something about Route 66, I'm hearing. Mm. I'm hearing this this is a little boy. I mean, a little boy. Oh. See, this is the hard part when you have to use your discernment, but I have to give the message because for whoever it is, this little boy, he wants his mom and dad to know that even though you tried to name the second son that came out looking exactly identical to him, um, he wish you would have given him a different name. And there's an older gentleman, he's Native American, coming through, and he's saying that I tried to be the best stepdad that I was. Um, he said that his mission was to save lives, and all I did was piss my own away by cirrhosis of the liver, he said. And somebody's trying to block the message there because it's taken him a long time to be able to come to the understanding that he could have been here. He could have been on his spiritual path, but he chose otherwise. He said, I didn't have nothing to live for. I come from a poor family. Our tribe was poor. Yeah, and he's saying, I did it to myself. I did it to myself. And the love of my life has suffered ever since. And the one person that she was with, I watched over her. And the one person that she was with since I've been gone, and that's 14 years ago, he's saying, 14 years ago. But that person mistreated her and used her. And he's feeling bad. And he's like, he's he's showing me where he's buried on the top of this hill, and nobody clears it out. Nobody knows that he's there. Nobody knows that he's there because they didn't even have a marker up for him. Mm. This husband and wife, is in pain and agony. Even though they're in a beautiful kingdom, they're in pain and agony watching over their daughter right now, they said. She's going through so much. She was there to help them, and the true loyal one, and now she's going through all the health issues. She's going through all the pain and suffering. Well, the brother and the sister are just coexisting. I'm hearing the brother is on an ankle bracelet. She said he just never would learn his lesson. Okay, somebody still is carrying in a closet in this bag, or has a bag over it, is still carrying their father's uniform, or holding on to their father's uniform because he served. He says he greatly appreciates you holding on to it, but there's something bigger that you're supposed to do with it. I'm hearing him say, I'm a man of honor. And I'm being hidden away in the back of the closet, hidden behind a bunch of other garments. Hmm. Uh, there's something that happened in August. August 8th. This person, I'm trying to listen to this person, but it's like they're way at a distance going, and they don't have the means, but it's something about August 8th. Hmm. Oh, my stomach just started turning because I'm hearing this mother and father are both crossed over now, and they're watching the 4 kids. The youngest daughter's husband had some heart issues or had a surgery or something. Well, the oldest son has been fighting his addiction. Yeah, and I'm hearing that they wish that they would just get their shit together. Sorry, but that's what she said. I mean, I'm unapologetic for who I am. I'm just giving the messages, but he inherited the money, and he's wasting it away with addiction. And that's sad to hear when the mother and father are watching down, seeing this transpire, and this oldest is not even there for his younger sister, which her husband, who has been a great support, just went through some type of surgery for some heart issue, she's saying. Another gentleman's coming through. He's a younger man. He's saying that he was in his 50s. He's coming in and saying, "Make sure that my kids know, because I died of leukemia, I need to have them be tested, because I didn't know I had it. I did not know that I had cancer of the blood, and it's important because I don't want it to be sprung on you and them give you a time frame like they did me, and a couple days later, I'm gone, and I don't even get to see my grandkids, I don't even get to see my kids anymore. Mm. There's a grandmother coming through for an Aries. She says, "I ain't gonna say the name, but I will tell you it's an Aries born in March." Something about you were so peaceful growing up in a house of unconditional love, but once you turned to a teenager, you became this rebellious person, and I thought you coming from a loving home, you would be able to give that loving home to your own children, but I see that that didn't happen. I'm hearing an adopted mother. I'm an adopted mother coming through, and I did my best to take care of the children who needed it. But when my biological mother became sick, I kind of distanced myself from my other children, and she's saying that she's sorry. Okay. And I'm hearing she just passed away in December. Mm. Okay. Anybody else want to come through for the Aries, Leo, Sagittarius? We're talking about the fire signs, the passion for your loved ones, to give them strength, the courage to give them clarity for their confused mind. Yeah, because I'm hearing this older gentleman saying, "Stop telling everybody that you were the favorite child. You're not the favorite child. I loved you all unconditionally. There was no favoritism." I'm hearing this mother figure. She's an elderly mother figure coming in and saying that, "I can't believe you turned your back on your own flesh and blood, and you act like they don't even matter." Something about she's talking about something about the lies. Um, this father made up vicious lies that she mistreated him. She said, "Yeah, I may have been an alcoholic, but that's only because my husband was murdered and I turned to the bottle because he was murdered. But I didn't treat you differently." Something you She's saying something you went on your own path, you enlisted in the army to be away from home. Yeah, it's hard to understand her here because she's talking about he enlisted, but he got honorably discharged. He wasn't there very long. He got honorably discharged, living life recklessly. but something about you can be at peace now because your mom and dad have been together. They've been wanting to be reunited because your mother never was with anybody else after he had gone. Not by his choice. Is she saying not by his choice? I have a young man in his 40s coming through. And all he's doing is crying. All he's doing is like shedding tears, shedding tears. His was very unexpected. Very unexpected. He said, I felt just fine. I felt just fine when I was sitting there. And the next thing you know, I'm gone. Oofta. All right. Let's see what other messages for the collectives. Yeah, the winds of change. Okay, so something something is going through a massive change, massive cycle. This could be air signs, Aquarius, Libra, Gemini. But I'm also hearing the wind, and that this is air signs that's coming through, but this is that passion. Because what they're telling me is no matter what has happened and everything is falling away, you've gone through so much change and transformation. And you see how the wind is carrying these leaves here, and these leaves and butterflies are all coming up. Yeah, something happened in fall. And fall would be like September, October, November. I'm hearing somebody who was born on September 27th had a fall, massive fall with their health issues, significant surgery. I'm hearing you could be 55 years old. You could be 55 years old. Yeah, and it was all because over a man that this person was with. I'm hearing first husband. He had passed away in the fall. You see how that shadow over there? Yeah. And so the winter months, you ended up in a car accident, a massive car accident, something to do with the trees. Whether okay, so he's coming in and saying that you were drinking and driving and hit a tree. For whoever that resonates. And I won't say his name, but he said that I can say the first letter of his name. It starts with a T. Okay, and this is where the big wave, the big downfall started coming in the fall, because you were tied up. You didn't think that anybody loved you, that nobody was there to support you. You had to have a massive surgery. This was like a wind of change where it woke you up, and you need a lot of healing. Okay, so this man's coming through in this wind of change saying you know, 5-5 that is broken down into you as the angelic beings, that you need to make a change in your life. You need to be able to heal. You need to be able to stop the things that you're doing, he's saying, because that unconditional love that is deeply connected, you need to go through some healing. Yeah, because things got out of control and you can't handle the heat of what has happened. I'm hearing something about 1987. Something about 1987. For whoever that resonates, they're just saying 1987. Yes, spiritually connecting, knowing that we are all connected in some way, shape, or form. I'm hearing that this divine feminine, she is very connected. But when he shows me that indigestion is, she's claiming to follow God, but she's committing all these sins. Okay, so we're not here to point out what people are doing. We're not here to judge. And I understand you're trying to give the message that you're seeing the things that she's doing, but we don't do that here, okay? So I need you to be respectful in that way for human life versus the spiritual life, okay? Thank you. Yeah. Again, it's coming back to Capricorn, Virgo, Taurus, okay? There's somebody that can help heal this person, who could be an earth sign or an earth angel, who can help this person who has fallen into massive emotions, not being grounded, that is going through a massive change and transition in her life, because she's not listening to the spiritual enlightenment. She doesn't love herself anymore, and she wonders why she's always stuck not getting any type of reward or abundance. It's because of the fact, yeah, what I keep hearing them say, it's something about 96, 96. Something happened in 96 that kind of started this downward spiral. Yeah, okay. Spring. So it took you till spring to make some type of healing, to go through the winds of change and to make some transformations, because the master teacher came in and said, listen, it is time. Me and this divine masculine, that, not meaning me, but it's God and this divine masculine, have turned the heat up on things for her to have a better understanding, because there's still things that she's doing that is blocking her abundance from the master teacher. I'm hearing that she doesn't pray to God like she used to. She doesn't read the Bible like she used to. Yeah, look. She's gone through these transitions, and she feels like now that she's older, there's no point. There's no point, because she doesn't have the quality of life. She feels left out in the cold. Yeah. Even though that she has her imperfections, God says, I still love you, my child. You know, and even though, if you look at this, like, all the fruit is kind of like icky. The bananas are rotten out, grapes are rotten out, the pears, everything is kind of icky. Things can become better. Yeah, she needs to respect the journey. She needs to respect the journey and follow the divine guidance that she's getting. Because look, where'd it go? See the face right here? See the face? And next to the face is the fish. That's God watching over her, trying to help her go with the flow of things, to be able to respect herself, respect the journey. I'm also seeing the little bunny right here, the little bunny. Yeah, I'm also seeing that they're bringing through that she is around some people that are not doing her any good. They're holding her in this position. And yeah, she needs to focus. That's confirmation. She needs to redirect her thoughts to higher vibration, higher thinking. Yeah, and start embracing her divine guidance for infinite possibilities. Embrace the love that she has in her life so that her miracles can be birthed, and that she can see the true pleasure in the things that are coming in, because she needs to see that her life is a miracle. Oops. Her life is a miracle of the things that she has gone through. And she's here, and I'm hearing for another chance. Another chance. I'm hearing that she felt targeted, like she's been stopped from everything. Yeah, look, she needs to do a purification. She needs to cleanse her energetic field, because the people that she's around, she does not need them, right? She does not need them. She needs to go through this transformation. She needs to do the reflection so that her miracles can come in and be centered around the wonderful changes that are taking place within her, so that she feels this true joyous pleasure in her life. And to be able to take the adventures, go through the ups and downs of life, to be able to experience new things, to be able to get out of that town who has kept her trapped and constrained, I'm hearing. Yeah, and see the lighter side of life so that she can go with the flow for her new beginnings. That's confirmation. Yeah, I'm hearing she's got this golden wall. Look, she's reaching for the light. She's reaching for God. She needs to be more grounded to know that the universe flows through her and everything is abundant. But to be able to cherish these cycles in order to have these new beginnings. What else do we need to know, Father, for these Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, fire signs? Okay, yeah, beautiful. So, look, she's been on some type of voyage here with God lately, and he's trying to show her these things because she needs to know that she is safe, and that she's loved no matter what, because even though she doesn't have a significant other, either though then she's never been able to bear children, God is steering her boat so that she can have her abundance, so that she can have that beautiful fruit, right? Keep doing the right thing to have that beautiful fruit. Okay, they're asking for divine guidance here. We'll get 3 shuffles to see what the divine is trying to come in and say, because yeah, look, divine feminine, it is time for your reflection. Okay, this is very powerful. The message that's coming through, your loved ones and everyone want to see you go in a new direction. Okay, new direction, divine feminine. 20, this one's Divine feminine. It's time for you to go in a new direction. You've been called, whether it's to move, whether it's to get away, but it's having that intimacy to move in the new direction, knowing that you've been given another chance to do something different, right? And it's about answering that calling that God is giving you. Because when you're answering that call, here's the astral realms, okay? This is God coming in and saying, I'm going to create that stability to give you the new beginnings and have that intimate life that you really want. Yeah, I'm hearing look, it came out again. Divine feminine. We are talking about a divine feminine here. Very significant. About a divine feminine. It's time to embrace. It's time to embrace. Yeah, I'm hearing you. You're very nurturing. Ooh, that one fell in the lap. So that's very significant when it falls in the lap. That is that creativeness. So I'm hearing this divine feminine is very creative in her crafts. In her crafts. And there's more to life, but she needs this deep cellular healing. And when I see 23, 24, and 25, that is God saying before she can master that staircase that God has for her abundance, she needs to be able to master the steps that she's on and be able to listen to that divine guidance and see the intimacy that they love her enough to show her these new beginnings. But she has to love herself because she's insecure about herself. And so she sits there and she works on her creativity instead of working on her deep cellular healing within self. Yeah, that's the element. The element is coming through because look, she has planted seeds to do a lot of self-talk about herself, to cut herself down. She's not balanced whatsoever. Okay, I'm hearing she's not balanced whatsoever. Yeah, and she hasn't come into her awakening on her divine path for that stability. She's choosing to block it out by the things that she's doing. We have 35, which is all about celebration. The divine wants to be able to have this victory with her, have that stability with her, to really have that balancing and that healing instead of doing this self-talk. And I'm hearing planting bad seeds because you have bad seeds that you're around right now. You have bad seeds that are around you right now, which you think that they love and care about you, but they're really the bad seeds. What else do we need to know, Father? Again, look at new direction. It's time for you to take that new direction. It is time. Because look, this is having gratitude for that new direction that they're trying to show you so that you can take a deeper look into your DNA and do the things that you need to do. That's beautiful. Okay, what else do we need to know for the fire signs? Looky, looky, little cookie, you're going to be receiving something. They're saying that you're going to be receiving something. And when they say you're going to be receiving the divine guidance, 44 could be very significant. So you're going to be receiving the divine guidance on your path because there's no way you're going to have this freedom otherwise. He's got the divine plan. Yeah, look. This is all about speak your truth. You need to speak your truth in order to open up these new possibilities and be in alignment to have this come to fruition. Yeah, and there's an earth angel who has been trying to help you, but you've been dismissing their communication, and they are right on target. Why are they right on target? Because they get the divine messages from God. They are that strength, that Lion of Judah, and they're helping bring the rewards to you, but you don't want to listen to it. you want to veer off and say other things about it, and the divine is saying, you can't do that. All right, let's find out what your loved ones are wanting to say. What are your loved ones wanting to say? Because we got the channeled message from the loved ones, but yeah, I watch over you every single day. Every day. I watch you every day. Just like I did in the 3D. I watch over you every day, making sure you're protected, you're fed, that you're not afraid, that you're following your dreams, your goals, and your desires. Wow, that's beautiful. All right, Heaven, what do we need to know? What do we need to know from the kindred loved ones? What do we need to know? I needed to flip or fly. Thank you. They want you to know that they're standing right next to you. So they're saying that when you feel that little tug on your shirt, or the tug on the back where they're just kind of doing this number, know that that's them. They're right next to you at all times. Yeah. This one is, it was my time to go. You have nothing to feel guilty about. So I'm hearing that this woman is saying that there's nothing you could do. Even though I was in that little room, on that single bed, she said, there's nothing you could do. You did everything that you could do. Okay. And look, she's guiding you. She's your guide. She's taking you down because you've been at a crossroads for too long. I'm hearing you've let things go for too long. And it's changed who you are. And it's changed the love that you have for life itself. I'm hearing her say that you're more depressed now than you've ever been. More depressed than your divorce. But she says, believe in yourself. You can do it. Okay? Take this leap of faith. Have that fire, that passion, that desire to make that leap, make that jump without even questioning it. Yeah, because it's very beautiful where she's at. She's happy and content now. Yeah, you've cried a lot of tears. And she has a new understanding for this earth. She has a new understanding. Anything else, Heaven, that you want to bring forward? Because we've given Aries, Leo, Sagittarius the messages that you wanted to say. I'm hearing for somebody that a gentleman's coming in and saying, listen, I'm so much better now. Things are so much more beautiful, more balanced out. I'm sorry that the Sagittarius, he's saying that the Sagittarius had to go through this and see these things, but mentally don't hold it in. Heal from it, okay? It is a direct reflection that life is beautiful. I've told you this all along. I have tried to guide you and my son all along, and you're not listening, okay? So now it's time to listen. Yeah, because life is a series of choices. Choose love over anything. Because he's saying that he absolutely loves you both, okay? And he's sad. He's sad that he had to go because he was like the pillar of strength. He was like the foundation of the house. Yeah, he says, I'm sorry, please forgive me that you had to see me go through the things that I did. Yeah, he's like, don't be afraid. Anything else that we need to know? Yeah, again, it came out for all three signs. The water signs, the earth signs, and the fire signs. I had to leave that way because they want you to understand that when God calls them, they must obey. When God calls, they're not dead. They're going to their next mission, and you will see them again. We have lived many past lives. Whether you want to believe it or not, that's your free will. but it's having a greater understanding to what Earth is all about, right? And did you see? The Earth signs ended like this too, with 2 cards, trusting and believing. 22, building a solid foundation, right? And what does it say? Yeah, I have a new understanding now, and it's not your fault. So he wants you to know that he has a greater understanding why it came on so fast and why it ended so short, because there was so many ripples of things that he should have done, that he should have stood up for, that he didn't. And he's saying it's not your fault. He says it's my fault because I should have stood up to some of these ripples that were being created from her. I don't know who that is, so I don't answer it anyways when I'm doing a reading. Ouch. Okay, so last but not least, let's find out what God and I had done for the collectives here. This is my own deck. Please don't forget to hit the like, subscribe, and the little notification bell. Share the videos so the messages get out there. If anybody wants to donate, you know, the things down in the description. But look at, have that divine awareness of God's plan. Why? Because God's the one that gives the blessings. Okay, they don't just happen. Nothing is by coincidence. He says nothing is by coincidence. It is all co-created by me, your father. I am the one who co-creates. I am the one who gives you your blessings in the divine timing when I see fit. You may want something right then and there, and he says sometimes I'll give it to you, sometimes I wait and let you ponder things, heal from things, you know, be able to grow. And other times I simply tell you no, because it means that there's something better for you coming, right? So he's guiding you every step of the way. It's just, are you open to paying attention to it and feeling the deep feelings that he is bringing forth to you as that divine being? You know, are you really paying attention? And are you really accepting who you're meant to be? Okay, because he had greater plans for your life. He had much greater plans, and he's got bigger blessings for you. You see how that shot out on accept who you are meant to be, because your future is all based on God's blessings. Okay, so the deep feelings that you've been feeling lately is because God is pushing you. He's turned the heat up on you. He's got that fire and that passion to help you forward, right? And because he wants you to break free and have clear thinking on everything. He wants you to have a deeper understanding. Okay, he wants you to have this gentleness from your heart. And why does he want that gentleness from your heart? Because he is of love and light. Okay, we do not deal with darkness. Okay, yes, he's saying that there is darkness in the world. There has to be dark nights of the shadow and love of light. It balances things out. But the thing is he's saying, see who you are meant to be, who he created you to be. Stop holding yourself back and have gratitude of what he co-created, because your future is going to be successful and very abundant with God's blessings. Okay, he just needs you to be able to open up in meditation and go into solitude and be able to talk to him and break free from this thinking, so that you have clear thinking of what's going on. You will have a deeper feeling, a deeper connection with him, to know what your divine plan is. You won't be sitting here second guessing or questioning yourself. Yeah, see, he says rest and relax and talk to him, pray to him. You know, tell him what your wants and needs are. Tell him what your passions and desires are. Because again, he's giving you the rewards and recognition. This is falling right under blessings in your future, right? He's the one that gives it to you. Yeah, but you have to make the decisions. It's free will. He's not going to force you to follow him. He's not going to force you to do the right thing. He's not going to force you to willfully walk in the righteousness with him. It's either you are or you aren't. Okay. And them decisions are going to be based on what rewards you get or how he helps you out. Because he always forgives you. Yeah. And this is the divine awareness that fell on. Yeah. It's be playful and spontaneous. Um, Opening up to your divine awareness and your divine plan of knowing who you are. Okay. What else do we need to know, Father? And he's brought partnerships in your life that you've been ignoring. Okay. There's bigger things that you're supposed to be doing as the angelic being that you are. It is time to surrender the things to God and have patience that you don't control when it comes about. God is the one that divinely orchestrates how it's coming about, right? That's why you ask God for his support in everything. In everything. Everything that you do is divinely guided through God. He's the master creator of it all, and he's the one that's going to give it to you. So now he wants you to go into solitude and take a deeper look into your life and figure out what is the divine plan that he had for you. What is it that you need to know, right? Because he's saying go with the flow in order to grow. And in order to do that, you have to see things from a different perspective. You have to stop fighting the current. You have to stop trying to control things. You have to have that ego death. You need to step out of your pride and step into your unconditional love, into your fourth chakra. And when you do that, you can ask him for the divine guidance because he will always be there to help you because he wants to create great memories in your life, right? So that is your beautiful reading. I greatly appreciate all of you sending lots of love and light. Again, you know, the fire signs, they're very passionate about it. Like I said, Aries is the ultimate leader. Leo is sassy but strong, and Sagittarius is about, hey, let me work things out myself. But God is saying, ask for that divine guidance. Okay, you're never alone. You don't have to be alone. um it's time for you to get your rewards by taking a deeper look, come into the awakening of what he truly has to offer you, and to bring out your skills, your talents, and your gifts that he has blessed you with that you haven't even tapped into. Okay. So that is your beautiful messages from heaven for the fire signs. And I would say in about a half hour, it's 4:55 on the clock right now. And so I would say in about a half hour, about 5:30 Central Standard Time here, I will finish up the air signs for the readings. Um, yeah, it's beautiful. It's beautiful. It's amazing because that is all about new beginnings. Okay, he's willing to give you a new beginning. It's, are you willing to accept it? So, sending lots of love and light, lots of healing prayers from me and God to who anybody who needs it. I bless you in the name of God, and I ask for the guidance to show me what I cannot see, confirm what I know, and to help me help you so that I may serve your highest good for all of you. In Jesus' almighty name, I love you, Father, and I have an attitude of gratitude for the beautiful messages. Thank you, Kinder loved ones, for coming through, putting messages out for your fire signs, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. And I will be channeling with you one last video for the air signs to see what the winds of change are bringing for Aquarius, Libra, Gemini. All right. Sending you lots of love and light. Peace.